I would definitely say patience. Patience is important. Delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Is really important. Those two primarily because everybody wants things fast. And I get it, who wants to do it slow? I get that too. But that's just not the way it works, I did this training one time and I was in, and I think this is the number, but what I asked everybody was like, how long does it take for an apple tree to grow? And the numbers were different. It was like, I don't know, a year, 2 years. Some people was like 3 years. I think the number is 6 years. You may have to check it, but I think it's 6 years that it takes to grow. Yeah. Well, the thing is, if I don't know that's how long it takes for an apple tree to grow once I plant the seed, well, if I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, I thought it was supposed to grow in a year, I'm tripping on something that ain't supposed to happen for another 5 years anyway.
Yeah.
And so that's what's throwing people off when it comes to success is because they want it to happen faster, not knowing that, like, it's still going to take some time. How much time? I don't know. It depends on the seed, which is you.
Absolutely.
How well have you grown? How well have you applied principles and stuff that you have? And so people don't have that. And then delayed gratification is like kind of what we're talking about with the watch. Is like I actually felt better when I did it at the right time versus paying for it, your account going down to zero, and then you still don't have the money, but you got to watch you feel good. I'd rather have the money and not have the thing at this point in my life because I know what I get like. Bro, I got tired of like looking good and being broke.
Absolutely.
It's frustrating. Like you want to go out to eat and you got to check your app. You know what I'm saying? Just, all right, we good. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, cool. Hey, just put on a card.
Right.
And take care of it. And that was it. So I think that's important. Having good mentorship. Is really, really important. You know, and a good mentor. Like I think you got to find one that's responsible and that can help you get to where they are. You know, David's helped me a lot with that because he's done extremely well, and he doesn't allow you to make the same mistakes that he's made. You know, everybody makes mistakes, but if you listen, you eliminate mistakes. Like, there's people in my business, like, shout out to Malcolm and Brittany and Vince, some of these other gentlemen, Parrish. People like, I'm like, man, I'm getting calls, man, I saved my first 6 figures. I'm like, the goal at first was to make 6 figures. Right. Now we're not even celebrating. I mean, I still celebrate it.
Absolutely.
But man, okay, man.
You got 6 figures in the account.
Put my first $250,000. Man, that's what's up. Wow. And they're 2 of the 3 are in their early 20s. One of them's a little bit older. Wow. But I'm like, man, that's what's up to be able to put yourself in a situation like that.
Yeah.
And it's because I listened to my mentor.
Yep.
And then I'm like, okay, well, all I'm doing is teaching y'all what I've done and what I've been able to do. And if you just copy that, then what'll happen is if you learn it faster, you'll actually get the results a lot faster than the mentor did if you apply it that fast.
Yeah.
So,
dude, you it's that 33% rule, and I see it with you. You know what I'm saying? I literally watched the weekend I spoke with you. I watched how y'all move. David sows into you. Then I watch you sow into your team. So it was like I'm looking at you. All right, you're looking up. David, teach. Give me wisdom. Cool, great. So you're spending 33% of your time is with David. Hey, teach, give me. And you're serving him. You know what I'm saying? And then I see you and like Bryson and all the people, y'all on the same level. Y'all like, hey, yo, look, what are you learning? What are you getting? Okay, how do we help? Okay, well, you're doing this. Okay, cool, great. Then it's like, yo, you're not going down. Like, people are not beneath you. Yeah. But you're like, yo, this is where I'm at. This is what I'm learning. I'm going to give you that same information.
Correct.
So you can get on this level with me financially.
Correct.
And I think oftentimes people struggle with that. They're only looking to get the information, to keep it for themselves, to just grow by themselves. And what I love about you, man, is I'm seeing that you want to serve, you want to do life, and also you want to serve and help others come out.
Yeah, no, that's a requirement, bro, because it's like, one, that takes humility.
Yeah.
It takes humility to still be able to serve. It was funny. Somebody in my family had hit me up, and it was all off of positive things. So there's 3 scenarios I'm gonna give you, right?
Okay.
Things that have happened, right? That the wrong person can kind of throw them off. The first thing was, David comes in town. I pick him up from the airport. I take him wherever he needs to go.
Yeah.
And they were like, I mean, at this point, shouldn't somebody else be doing that, Justin? You're already a millionaire. You've already made millions of dollars. I'm like, why would I stop?
Right.
This is what got me where I'm at.
Right.
But if I don't know any better, I would, if somebody didn't know any better, they start listening to a person like that. And they're like, yeah, you're right. Somebody else should be doing this, but I don't need to be carrying his bags. We're at the mall. I carry his bags. I'm like, hey, bro, don't worry about it. I got that.
Yeah.
We go out to dinner. A lot of times, it depends. Sometimes if David got like 50 people there, you know, I'm like, Dave, you got that one. But you know, I know my budget. I'm evaluating the situation.
Right.
Hey, Dave, I got this one because I want you to know that I'm just not here to take from the scenario because for, you know, you got to pour into your mentor too. You got to sow into them. And so I'm always doing something or doing gifts or like pouring in because that's an important part of not just having a mentor, but one thing I teach on is being a mentee.
Yeah.
There's not enough people teaching on what I call menteeship.
Ooh.
Like, how do you become a good mentee? Because everybody wants mentorship, but they don't have any menteeship. And so we teach people that. So you got that scenario. There was another scenario because, you know, a lot of people don't like network marketing.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? And I get that. But what I love about network marketing, bro, is that, first of all, like I started this business for $195.
$195.
When at the time it was $145 a month. The highest has been is $175 a month. Right?
Okay.
So I calculated my monthly fees over the last almost 4.5 years. I've paid total almost about $9,000. Total.
To run your business today.
Yeah, to run like the membership and stuff like that. Now that doesn't include flights, hotels, meals and stuff like that.
Right.
But the cost of running the business.
Right.
And that's low because look, bro, I mean, you know, you got
absolutely
like, that's cheap.
That's really
the
cheap.
The overhead of the business. And then guess what? When I want to grow and when I want to expand, I got a group in Australia. I've never been to Australia.
Yeah.
I don't have to set up anything else over there to do it. And so it's a great place for a person to come in, inexpensive, learn skills, learn how to communicate, learn sales, learn leadership, all these different things. And it don't cost you a lot of money to learn these lessons. And guess what? If you got a job, you can do it while you got a job.
Yeah.
It's a good write-off. It's a lot of things, home-based business. But I had somebody else in my family. They were like, Justin, this was like a month after I started the business. Justin, you know, you ever talk to your uncle about that? I'm like, about what? Well, that business, because I know what you're doing. You should just talk to him. I'm like, well, did he win with it? And they were like, well, no, that's why you need to talk to him. I'm like,
well, why do
no, that's why I don't need to talk to him. Like, where else do you go? Like, that's the thing sometimes about money and failures. Like, we want to talk to the person that didn't do it instead of listening to the person that did it.
Did do it.
Like, if I'm listening to you
and
I'm like, okay, this person is living and teaching what he's really doing what he's saying. Like, are there other ways to save money budget? Yeah, but absolutely. If you're the mentor, if you're the person, I'm tuning into your show and I'm listening to you, why am I going to listen to the person that don't even have $1,000 saved to go back and forth with them about with somebody that has money, that just bought their dream car, doing all this stuff? Like, where does it make sense?
I ain't paid him to say that.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? but it's true, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's evidence. Like the consistency showing, like all the stuff you're doing. I'm like, where does this make sense?
Right.
But I'd learned some of that stuff I developed in my business because you have all these different mindsets that are trying to tell you. Like I've had people like, you know, Justin, you should just go out and do this. 'Cause, you know, you don't need David. I'm like, listen, mind your business.
Right. Yeah.
What do you need? Like you ain't gonna trick me out my spot because you don't know what you're talking about. Right.
Exactly.
The last scenario was another person in my family, really cool. And like my family's very like spiritual. Yeah. Right. You know, like I grew up Jehovah's Witness, you know, it's Christianity, right? Yeah. So, you know, I remember I set up my YouTube like videos, right? Motivational videos. And you know, you put your description. Right. So I'm like entrepreneur, you know, investor, blah, blah, blah. Youth minister was last. Yeah. And my, you know, one of my uncles, he was just like, let me ask you something, man. The video was good, but why did you put God last?
What? I get that same
question. I said, wait. I said, I'm tripping because I'm like, man, it's on there. Why are we even tripping? So I didn't, but you know, I'm respectful. But one of the things I teach people is like, you do have to learn how to defend your dreams. Because if you don't, people will talk you out of them. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm cool because you know, I've learned I don't have to go back and forth with you. I can just agree and we can move on. But as I'm leaving my mom's house, you know, I've got more than one uncle that's a barber, so I ain't pointing any one person out. Yeah. But he's like, yo, Justin, you around a lot of people. I'm like, yeah. He's like, man, here's my card. I want you to, he's like, just take a couple cards you can just pass out to people. I was like, no problem, no problem. Yeah. I get the card, and it says Master Styler, Master Barber and Stylist. I said, yo, Aunt. He said, what's up? I said, man, I don't see God on here nowhere. Because based on what you just told me, God supposed to be on your business card too. But he was like, I see what you did there. I was like, all I'm saying is, like, this is your business card.
Yes.
Social media, that's my business card.
Right.
YouTube, that's my business card.
Right.
That's not my spirituality.
That is so good.
That's not can it be a ministry? Yes, but I'm at work.
Yeah.
And what you interpret as fun and social media is like, this is what I do today.
Yeah.
So you get what I'm saying? Like, he's like, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing about it no more. You're right.
Absolutely.
And so you start learning how to do stuff like that with people, but also with finances.
Yes.
And so you start learning how to defend your position instead of allowing other people to change you. And so that's what I say about leadership, is because leadership is influence.
Yeah.
And so I have to be able to get people to say, you're not going to change my mindset on something that I know is right.
Right.
Now, I got to be humble if I'm wrong.
Right.
But if I know it, I'm like, no, you're not about to change what I think about this. I don't care if you call this a scam or not. I know it's not.
Yeah.
I've already done my research.
Yeah.
Now, are there some bad people? Yes, in network marketing, but aren't there bad people everywhere?
Everywhere, bro.
You talk to musicians, most of them feel like they got scammed.
Absolutely.
But do we say that the music industry is a scam?
Wow.
No.
Wow.
But why is that? I mean, that's what, like, Kanye's doing this thing right now. Why? He's like, man, artists aren't making enough money. They're making 12% of what the revenue that's coming in. So to him, it is a scam, because why? The people at the top making what?
Yeah.
All the money.
All the money.
They don't like the other platforms, because they're like, man, they're taking all the money. Well, so what you got to learn is say, okay, how can I, in this environment, learn how to maximize this for me and take the positives and realize that in every industry, there are bad people and there are bad companies.
Yes.
There's bad people and bad companies every place. And so I've just learned to take the good with the bad and just realize this is a great place for a person to start.
Yeah.
To create the cash flow, to create the income, because the reality is most people, we're not getting a loan. Like I'm not going to get, like the companies I've started, it came from the cash flow from this business, and then I just reinvested back into those business started so it can make me more money.
So you were the bank.
Oh yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Still the bank.
Still the bank.
Yeah.
Still the bank. Yeah. Black man, he the bank.
One day we're going to start our own, but that's coming. You know what I'm saying? That's coming, you know?
Yo, I love it, man. You know, as we're coming to the end of the show, man, one of the things I'm really teaching, I'm really focusing on this year, the year 2022, is teaching single people how to maximize their single season, right? As a single man, don't know your current dating situation, what would you say is one of the hardest things? You're successful, you're wealthy, you're living where you want to live, you're driving the cars you want to drive. As a non-married man, what do you think is one of the things is difficult as a successful black man when it comes to the dating world?
One, it's expensive.
It's expensive.
Dating?
Yeah.
Very expensive. You know,
Okay.
the meals.
Yeah.
Flights.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Right? So that it can take from your future if you're not careful, right?
Well, they do take from you.
Yeah, no, it definitely. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's worth it.
It
Sometimes
does,
it's
man.
not.
Let's be real, man. Because these guys out here dropping, money.
Yeah, but it's changing. Like I don't see as many flyouts as I saw last year.
No.
You know, it was a lot of people on trips, and I am not seeing a lot of that in 2022. I saw a lot of I could tell there was a supply and demand situation, because it was some people in some trips that I'd never seen them before. I said, yo, you get food up? But what I will say is that, the challenge, I think anybody that has some type of success is it just about the money? Especially when it's public. It's like, and so for me, it's like, I almost to a point where, like, if I feel that it's about the money, it's an instant turnoff.
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
Instant. Like,
Instant.
okay, that's what you're here for.
Right.
And, like, because the person can play the game. Like, I've seen people that can play the game, but it always comes out.
Absolutely.
I can see it. Sometimes it's where you sit on the plane.
Right.
Where we go eat.
Right.
The hotels we go. Like, because I have to see how a person operates in every environment. Because I came up through those environments.
Yeah.
And so, I've seen sometimes I sit down with people, like, they be ordering stuff they would never order by themselves.
Absolutely.
I'm like, wait a minute now. Hey, let me get your finest. Your finest what? Let me understand it. I mean, I don't say that out loud because I'm not tripping. Because the thing is,
I would say it out loud though.
Because I can. But guess what? That might just be that last. Like, that's just enjoy your last supper. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Justin Owens. Man said, okay, it's your last supper. All right. Go back to McDonald's tomorrow.
Yeah, but that's tough. But I think if you can find somebody that you can build with, it's something that's special. I think that's what most people that have any type of success, not just monetary success, but they want to be able to build something with somebody.
Yeah.
And anybody that's come from where we come from, like, you have to work hard to get it. And so you can't just frivolously give it away on things that don't make any sense.
Yeah.
And so, you know, for me, I look at you know, that, you know, for persons willing to invest into themselves.
Yep.
How they're growing. Those are the things that's important to me. And a lot of people, believe it or not, bro, they're not. You know, I talk to a lot of guys that are successful, and it's like, sometimes you have people that are just, you know, have these standards, but it's like, you know, I get that. I know you want somebody that makes X, Y, and Z, but what do you bring to the table? And I don't think that's an unfair conversation, because
do you think a woman should bring something to the table?
Something, yeah.
Financially or spiritually? But so you're saying something financially?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you're single, because how are you living right now?
God, don't.
I mean, at some point,
where's she living at home with her mom and dad?
Yeah, I think, you know, I'm 35 now, so I feel like a person should definitely live on their own before they get in a relationship, because you don't respect bills getting paid. You don't respect not having the weight on the show. We're just having a conversation, because I have some friends of mine.
Yeah.
And they have money. They're like, bro, but I want a guy that will take care of me so I don't have to spend my money. And I'm like, so you want him to spend his money? Like, I'm not gonna be that guy. I'll invest it to you. I work with you and stuff
right.
But no.
Nah, not dating.
No.
So you keep all your money for you. That's about you. So that means up top, well, not up top, up front, you're selfish, and you want me to marry a woman who is selfish. Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, no. They gotta be able to give. You know, the same thing. But I think there are women out there that are willing to do. I know, because sometimes you have conversations like this. There's like women like, no, I'm willing to invest in my man and do the same thing that I'm doing for the other person. I can do as well. Yeah. But at the same time, it's like, but is that even smart though?
Yeah.
Just because you can buy this, should you though?
Yeah.
You know, should you be buying this gift for somebody when you can't really do it? Like, let's be smart about like different things. And so I've learned to like just take time and because that was I you know, was in a previous relationship, and that was a big challenge in it. It was like discrepancies of like just financial situation and supporting. You know, I was in a relationship one time, bro, like, because entrepreneurship has its ebbs and flows.
Absolutely.
And they were like, you know, shoot, if you don't have enough balls to take care of a family, you should never be in this situation. I'm like, wait a minute, now you ain't had to work ever. You know what I'm saying? You gonna talk to me like that?
Yo, you set up like, hold up, wait, whoa.
Feel like Denzel. You gonna do this to me? Hey, you gonna do this to me? But I stay confident. I said, bet, okay, cool. I'm gonna make sure I ain't in this situation no more. But, and again, money management came out of that kind of stuff. But like, you learn, and you looking for, I think most of anything, I think a person should look for a teammate.
Ooh, that's so good. I agree.